Are you somebody who feels deeply, senses emotions deeply, or thinks about intense situations all the time? Are you somebody who has trouble focusing because of how much you feel, the intensity of it? You're not lazy. You're not somebody who's not disciplined either. Or you're not somebody who delays tasks. But something keeps disturbing you, doesn't allow you to focus. And it's not really a person. You blame yourself. You criticize yourself even. Without understanding that the reason for your lack of focus could be your high sensitivity levels. An average person processes information at an X rate, but a person who is highly sensitive can process information at a 5x or even 10x rate, which makes it very hard for them to focus if they do not know about their high sensitivity levels, have an understanding of it, understand how to cope with it, what tools to use to manage it. Until then, high sensitivity could feel like a curse. Could feel as though your intense high emotions are the culprit for you to not be able to focus. Your lack of motivation is the culprit for you to not be able to focus. But that's not true. Your sensitivity is actually a superpower. So why do people who are sensitive or highly sensitive have trouble focusing? The first reason is that they have a different nervous system. Their nervous system functions differently. It's more delicate. It processes information very deeply, very finely. Reason number 2. People with higher sensitivity levels need time to process information. And when we pile up tasks in a short amount of time and expect our brain to process it without really having the coping strategies in place to manage that pile, we can feel overwhelmed. So as highly sensitive people, especially if you're just finding out, you need to give yourself a lot of time to process information, to be gentle with your nervous system. Reason number 3. Highly sensitive people are highly aware, which means they can be highly aware of the emotional charge that they're feeling inside their body, the energetic charge that they're feeling inside their body. And that in itself can be overwhelming, can scare us, because we don't know why we are feeling so deeply and intensely. We feel like we're different. This is not right. But that's not true. That's exactly how your body and mind is supposed to function as a highly sensitive person. It's just that you're not aware how to utilize that gift at the moment, which is making everything feel so overwhelming, which then doesn't let you focus. Now, what can you do about it? If you're somebody who does not want to invest in coaching, what are some ways to manage your high sensitivity levels? Tip number 1. You can choose spaces that are compatible to your nervous system. I personally, as a highly sensitive person, have been visiting cafes since I was 18 years old. And I have a background in dentistry. And because my sensitivity levels were really high and my college study rooms the environment was not compatible to my nervous system, I would go to cafes and do my dental practical work in cafes. Of course, it wasn't anything related to patients, but everything that was non-clinical I would do in cafes, because that's the environment that suited my nervous system. I needed that warm lighting, the ambient sound to work, to focus even. So you might need a space that's compatible to your nervous system. Think of the last time you were in a space that made you feel calmer, that made you feel as though you're safe, that made you feel comforted. That could be a space you can start experimenting with to check how does your sensitivity feel when you're there. Tip number 2. You can take small breaks in between longer tasks. So if you're working for an hour, you can slice that 1 hour into many small breaks. You can make them tiny treats for yourself. So you can work for 15 minutes, rest for 2, work for 15 minutes, rest for 2. And an app that can help you with it is Focus Keeper. I've shared the link for it in the description. It helps you work for a set period of time. You can set the alarm for it, and it reminds you to take a break for the amount of time you've set. It's a great way to give yourself a mental break, a nervous system pause, if you may so. Tip number 3. Surround yourself with people who are compatible to your nervous system. Now, these people might not necessarily be highly sensitive or sensitive as you are, but if you reflect on all the people in your life, you would notice that some people make your nervous system feel safer. They make your nervous system feel less at work. And there'll be some people who will make your nervous system put in a lot of effort. So distance yourself from those people. But keep the people who are compatible, complementary to your nervous system close to you. Because that would also help you with your sensitivity levels. It'll help you feel safer and less overwhelmed. Tip number 4. Paint. As an intuitive abstract artist and a coach who recommends abstract art and painting to clients, I assure you that painting can clear out thoughts, feeling, energy, emotions that make a highly sensitive person overwhelmed. Especially if you're in your initial stages of understanding your high sensitivity or sensitivity levels or emotions or energy or thoughts, you might find that painting aids in your education about yourself. It gives you the DIY work that's perfect. It's creative, it's not time consuming, it's not expensive, and it can look very beautiful. So invest in being creative. And if you'd like to know how abstract art, painting, creativity helps you, please make sure that you visit my website www.expressivesensitive.com. I've shared the link for that in the description, because there's a ton of content there, educational content. You'll find lovely artworks for inspiration, and you can also purchase them if you're an art lover. Also, there's a course that educates people at a very fundamental level, the basics of what is high sensitivity, how can you help yourself with abstract art, as a highly sensitive person and use it as a coping strategy in your day-to-day life. It's very impactful. So you can check that out as well. And lastly, tip number 5. You can allow yourself to rest more. And here I don't mean by resting more, sleeping more necessarily, but doing things that give your nervous system a break. For example, being with plants is a break for my nervous system. Being with snails is a break for my nervous system. Being with just a warm cup of tea is a break for my nervous system. So identify these tiny breaks that are already there in your life, that have worked for you, for your nervous system, that give your nervous system the rest it needs so that you can focus better. You're more clear in your thoughts. And then you can jump to the next task. So those were some tips to help you manage your higher sensitivity levels and help you focus better. Now, I'd like to share that there are many people around the world who are sensitive and highly sensitive. You're not the only one. I am highly sensitive, and it has been a while since I found out. It was in 2020 that I found out that I had high levels of sensitivity, and then I kept working on myself, educating myself, and now I'm in a position where I can educate others. So make sure you educate yourself about your sensitivity, because then it can become your superpower. Wouldn't you want that? Before ending this video, I'd like to share 3 things. First is that regardless of the tips you already have or you're taking away from this video, please make sure that at some point you take coaching for learning about your gifts, about your sensitivity levels, because that'll help you empower yourself. That'll help you understand why certain things have happened in your life and fill in the gaps that you've been pondering about. The second thing that I wanted to mention is that this video is a dedication to 2 of my friends, Billy and Musk, who have helped me with my high sensitivity levels and still do, and are also great friends. I'd appreciate it if you can just give them a cheer, a quiet shout out, because they do a lot to support me in my life. And lastly, if you're wondering who is this person talking to me, my name is Pranita Rao. I am a former dentist, an intuitive abstract artist, a published author, a Reiki practitioner, and an angelic healer, and also a coach for sensitive and highly sensitive people around the world. If you need coaching support, one-on-one coaching support, please do use the link in my YouTube channel bio to book an appointment with me, a paid appointment with me. And if you are interested in purchasing my course, you can find the link for that in the description, and you can find a ton of educational information in my blog, on my website as well. Please do make sure you hit the like button, share button, and subscribe button if you found my content valuable, and drop in the comment section below saying that your sensitivity is your superpower if you believe that you're here to impact the world with your sensitivity, regardless whether or not you're able to focus today. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day ahead. Again, don't forget to comment. Bye.